Calibration of diaphragm control valves. Objective: to study and calibrate diaphragm control valves. Apparatus: air to open valve, air to close valve, air compressor,
So normally there are two types of the control valve. One is pressure to open and one is pressure to close. So if you see it over here, this is a schematic diagram. This is the tank and here are the two valves. One is air to close and one is air to open. This is a tank. Here you can see it over here. This is a output side to have a constant head over here. And you are having the rotameter. From this rotameter the fluid rotator is coming over there and it is going to this valve as well as this valve. So we go for the operation of the one valve at a time. Now this you can see as the internal structure of your control valve. This is your diaphragm and this is the stem, and you can see it over here that this is the input and output, and this is the nozzle which used to close it. Now once you are going with this, there are the two ways where you can apply the pressure. We can apply the pressure from the top and from the bottom. So now if you see the bottom, as you can see it over here, this is the main control valve, and you can see here the pressure is applied from the downward side, and in this one the pressure is applied from the upward side. So in this way, you can see you are not having the this is the O and F. O is for open, F is for shut. So when no pressure is applied, this is an open valve and you can see that the water is coming out of here. So when we are going to apply the pressure, you will see that this will move and it will come to the shutoff. Similarly, if you see in this valve, we are applying the pressure from the here. So in the normal case, it is in a shut mode and this is the air to open. Now I am going to put a pressure over here. And with this pressure, here the flow rate that we have put it is at 250. It is a 250 meter per. So now when we are going to apply the pressure, this will move from open to shut and the flow rate will decrease. So now you can see.
taking reading for air to close valve. We will start when there is no pressure in the valve, that is the pressure is 0, and in this condition the valve is fully open. We will note down the flow rate. The valve is at fully open condition, so the stem will show its maximum reading. Now pressure will be increased to a fixed amount, and in our case we have increased it to 2 psi. When pressure is increased, the stem changes its position and flow rate decreases, and we will note down the stem position and the flow rate. Same way we go on increasing the pressure by giving it an increase of 2 psi each time. We go like this until the pressure becomes maximum, and with each increase we note down the stem position and the flow rate, and then we release the pressure by the pressure releasing valve, and when the pressure decreases, this time too we decrease the pressure in steps. Each time we decrease the pressure by 2 psi, and each time we note down the rotameter reading and the stem position. Taking reading for air to open valve. Here also the procedure is the same as previous. Just we will take the reading at when there is no pressure in the valve, the stem position and the rotameter reading we will take, and then we will increase the pressure by 2 psi, and then we will note down the rotameter reading for flow rate, and the stem position we will note down, and then again we will increase the pressure by 2 psi, and again we will note down the stem position and the flow rate, and then we will decrease the pressure in the valve with the help of pressure reducing valve, and every time we will decrease the pressure by 2 psi, and each time we will note down the flow rate reading and the stem position reading. Here are some sample readings from our experiment. You can see in the table, this is for air to close valve. First, when there was no pressure, the flow rate was maximum at 400 lph, and the stem reading was 0, and then we increased the pressure by 2 psi, flow rate decreased, and it came to 325 lph, and the stem reading becomes 2. This way we increase the pressure till 10 psi. Then plot the graph between pressure and flow rate, as you can see in the figure, and second graph is between the stem position and the pressure. You can see that the plot is linear because this is a linear valve. Now sample readings for air to open valve. Here you can see that when we start that there is no pressure in the valve, and in that condition the flow rate is 0 because this valve is air to open, and the stem reading at 0. We increased the pressure by 2 psi, and the flow rate increased, and when the pressure is 2 psi the flow rate becomes 25 lph. This way we have increased the pressure to 10 psi, and the flow rate becomes 340 lph. Again we will plot a graph between pressure and flow rate. Here you see that the plot is not linear. It is because the valve is not linear, but it is an equal percentage valve. And here you can see the graph between valve position, or you can say stem position, and the pressure.